So much for tuning in. Welcome. This is your moon cycle reading. Let's jump into it. We'll be taking a look here at the full moon in Pisces energy leading up into the new moon in Virgo. Let's see what's at play here for you, dear Aquarius, and thank you all so much for your support with these readings as well. Let's again jump into it here. I'm getting right off the bat, I was meditating your energy. I'm seeing there's something of a focus around. There's a focus on friends. I'm hearing this right off the bat. Social circles, your environment, very much of a focus even on like Gemini energy. I'm hearing that particularly for you around this time of the full moon in Pisces. Now, dear Aquarius, I'm hearing Sag as well. There's something that you feel you've kind of left open-ended. I'm hearing hanging, and it's kind of like I was mentioning your energy before I turned the camera on. It's like there's something you feel almost like, oh gosh, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I feel like I left them hanging with that. Like I felt like I left them hanging with the last statement. I didn't really seal the deal with that. I didn't really tell them, I didn't even call them back sort of feeling. Give me just a quick second here. Aquarius. So, okay, we're back there. Yes, so, there's something that maybe for a number you've been managing of, let's clear managing around, it's of your environment. I'm hearing like possibly it's coming to a point where you're like kind of like making things like official. I'm hearing that as well, and you're like, okay, how are you going to address that to that person, and what about that person over there, and then in relation to that person, what about that? You're kind of like possibly I'm hearing also mopping, very interesting. I'm hearing clearing, cleansing, maybe even confessing. I'm hearing the moon in reverse. Let's get a few cards here. Second, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm hearing soup here on the 15th. I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number of you, there's a Pisces here. For a number of you, you're dealing with a Pisces, there's some kind of energy associated with Pisces that is very sticky. You're like, I can't let it go. I can't let them go. I can't let us go. Like for a number of you, it's a vision. Maybe you've been manifesting, really working with like so intensely. I'm hearing that as well. The Hangman, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords here, and the Hangman. This is right actually around the full moon in Pisces energy. You have a lot of energy here, especially with this archetype around this time. For a number of you, maybe this is someone who has a lot of Pisces in their chart coming back around the mountain, wanting to connect with you, and that could be vice versa as well. You do have the Empress here, mirroring the Hangman. There's something of a question of potential. It's like, but it's kind of a catch-22 situation. It's like, if I am to come out about this, like I'm gonna have to admit that. I'm hearing that as well. Itching my nose right there. So something for a number of you is kind of, I'm hearing it takes a little more than bravery. I'm hearing that, and flirtation. I'm hearing that lovers leading out with the Mother of Cups and the Mother of Swords. Or something you feel I have to address it like once and for all if I want also to make this kind of progress. I'm here also to make the proposal. So for a number of you, the Justice card leading out from the Seven of Swords, leading out from the Empress and the Two of Wands, or some kind of major conversation you want to have with someone, something you want to make official. And it's like, I can't be in the middle ground with that. And so thereby I have to make it clear to myself as well where I stand in this connection and what it is I really actually want. So maybe for a number of you, it's like I feel very connected to this person, or I feel really drawn to this space, maybe this industry, but like what exactly is it that I want to carve out in that space? What exactly is it that I see them as, and what do I want to really call it? And that can extend into the public space as well, where it's like I want to know what I'm actually representing and in this space, maybe to a number of people. Now for a number of you Aquarius, there's something that I'm hearing like kind of was left as a last minute notice. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Pentacles in reverse, the Son of Wands upright, and you're like, I have to know what I'm doing with that. I can't just leave it hanging like that. It's like that kind of feeling. Like it's also for a number of you kind of risky. Like you don't want to feel that you've left a door open anywhere. I'm hearing that the Eight of Cups upright and the Son of Wands upright. But there is something maybe for a number of you that you start to make sort of more sense of. I'm hearing down the line closer towards the new moon in Virgo as we see the moon in reverse here around the, let's say 14, 15, 16. Now we have the Two of September. We have the Two of Pentacles at the base of Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords upright, Three of Pentacles upright. There's something of like a question of everything that's involved in this space. Maybe you want to make a certain decision. You're thinking, what do I do with the contract? What do I do with this conversation? What do I do with this decision? I'm seeing looking at a room like filled with stuff. You're like, where's everything gonna go? And it might be related to certain people and certain conversations with certain people. So, maybe let's say you look at a certain object or look at something, you're like, well, if I make that decision in relation to that one thing, then I'm going to have a certain type of conversation with a certain person, and that's going to have also like another person that it sort of tends to. Interesting. So it can be a negotiation for a number of you, or something that you're thinking like, what is everything also and the value of it, like to me, maybe, you know, before I, let's say, talk to XYZ about, you know, whatever discussion, what is it that I find to be as like my consensus on the subject matter? I'm hearing that as well. And there might be some like emphasis of creative energy in the throat chakra on in analysis, I'm hearing, and routine, even repetition, I'm hearing review, even reciting with the Mother of Swords, even analysis and even research with the Justice card and the Mother of Swords. Like, so, you know, it's like I gotta know my options. Wow, the Hermit fell at the base of the Mother of Swords. I didn't even see the Hermit. I just saw the Mother of Swords leading out with the Mother of Cups, and I was talking about research here, analysis, and we see the Hermit at the base of the Mother of Swords. So there's something for a number of you that you actually also feel quite passionate about, and it's like almost as if like you fell in love with whatever this is, and it's like I care so much about it that I want to know it like so well, and it's really that feeling of falling in love maybe with a certain subject matter, and it's like I want to know them. I want to know also, I'm hearing them, what they're into, what they're really like. It's like I want them to feel that I also really understand their needs. Interesting. For a number of you, you could be actually working with your demographic. Let's say you have a certain audience of a product. It's like I want to be able to know like that the product also does really do them well. I'm hearing that. So you could be doing some kind of, let's say, in this way, data analytics, research, market research, things like that. But for a number of you, yeah, it could be like I want to make sure that my product is like reaching the needs of my audience. I'm hearing that as well. But for a number of you, it could be like a sort of feedback loop. I'm hearing that as well. Justice and Lovers and Mother of Cups. But it can also be for a number of you this desire of like I want to know like where they stand with that. I'm here. I want to know what their needs are. You know, I want to get to know them. And for a number of you, someone's maybe kind of like stalking some social media. Like let's say you met someone, you're really into them. It's like I want to get to know them and like what they're really like and what they're really into, and to be able to address like further down the line, also more physically, and what I represent. I want it to sort of add up. So let's clear it in ground for a number of you. It's related to the Empress and not for everyone. Of course, a general reading as well, but the Empress is marrying the Moon in reverse. There's something that possibly I don't want to say someone's wanting to buy time within this space, but they're wanting to find out, like, before they offer this person like a date, they're like, I want to know like what's their idea also of like a date. I'm hearing it. What will they find dining? What are their expectations, their standards? Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you, Virgo. I'm here, Virgo Aquarius. And there could be a focus as well on funding. Love and light to you. Bye.